Podtacular Halo 3 Show, episode 57 for the week of April 3rd, 2006.
All right, gentlemen, let's get freaky!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Podtacular, the unofficial Halo 2 podcast. I'm your host, Fumo Jive.
And his guest host, TollBoothWilley.
And his better guest host, LoneBananaFone.
And his better... Oh, wait, I'm not a guest host. Screw you guys. Well, hey guys, this is the Halo 3 show. This is where we talk about kind of the latest speculation on Halo 3, what we know about it so far, what reading between the lines on what Bungie's told us so far, and, hopefully to expect more pretty soon on Halo 3. But we talk about what people want to see in the game, some of the features that people suggest, really awesome stuff in here, and I go through all these pre-show notes and I get rid of like all the stuff that people have already said, and I still have 9 pages of pre-show notes for you guys here. So, which is great. It's amazing that this type of show has lasted so long like this, but you guys keep coming through, man, with some interesting new ideas. So, right on. Well, Tollbooth, we had something about the clans going on, right?
Yes, we do. The merger.
What you tell them about that?
Well, if you guys didn't know, there are a large group of Podtacular Pro clans, but now we are all merging into 2 mega clans. Podtacular, some of the Podtacular clans, DE, and I think H are going to A, and then the other ones are going to B, and the overlords for A will be me and Chemo23, and the overlords for B will be G Lewis and Dialplex.
Cool.
Let's go Pro B.
So this is going to be more of like a planet-side style thing going on, right? With 2 like mega huge groups, kind of like a red and a blue, but then, multiple smaller teams within that, right?
Exactly. Like
Okay.
platoons of some sort.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool
Super
deal.
special.
Super special.
I like that way. I like it like this because before it was kind of hard to find people who were on at any given time, but now it's like you go on and there's pretty much 7 people on. And you can do clan matches at pretty much any time.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if you're not into, doing these practices with the same 4 people all the time, you can still find other people to just play a casual game with if you want to, so.
Oh yeah.
Kind of cool.
Exactly.
Kind of cool. Well, we'll still be doing pretty much everything else will be the same with those, which is kind of interesting is that, the pro clans will run the same except for you have 2 mega clans going on, and you can still have the smaller teams and stuff, so you can still play with people you normally play with in those. Of course, I know a lot of people who listen to this are like, well, I'm not in your stupid clans, I'm not in your pro clans, I just want to hear about Halo 3, shut up. But, for those people that are,
forward.
yeah, then just fast forward like 2 seconds. But yeah, for those people that are, that's what we're doing, and I think it's going to be a welcome change. It's going to be a lot easier for everyone. So, that said, let's get on to the rest of the show. Dialpec sent something in. He said, well, I think if Bungie announced their project tomorrow, I'm pretty sure it would be Halo 3. With all the speculation that's going on, there's really not much room or reason for them to create something else. Plus, the success of Halo and Halo 2 would never in a million years make them change the course of this money-generating creation and come up with something that would upset all the Microsoft and Bungie players out there. I've also heard from other sources that we should expect great surprises on E3 this year, possibly a teaser from Halo 3, and lots of information on the new game. All they want this year is to steal all the attention that Sony is trying to draw towards PS3, and I'm sure we all agree there's no other game that Bungie could put out that would please the public more than Halo 3. What do you guys think about that, dude?
Well, I think with all the theories that are out there, like the big Forerunner theory that like it's not going to be called Halo 3, it's going to be like a prequel, blah blah blah. There's 1 or 2 things that could be happening right now. The first is that yeah, they're making Halo 3 and it's very strategic. The other thing is that they're just too darn scared to come out with like they're making another game and make everyone incredibly depressed. And I know which one I hope it is.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm, literally.
Good point. Yeah, maybe that would kind of explain why they're hanging on to it because they're just delaying the inevitable.
They're buying
Literally.
houses in other areas so they can get away from the raving fans who will be at their door the minute they announce the prequel.
I'd be there.
At their
Would be
door.
there as well.
You'd be like, "Hello, so and so here."
I disagree with your game choice, sir.
I'd be at Jason Jones's door, sitting there, just staring at him like, in a little lawn chair. Just nah. I'll bring my toll booth out there. Sit right in his front yard.
Yeah, and I throw a banana through his window.
Be like, "Is Shishka here?" And they're like, "Who the hell is Shishka?" You know, Shishka. Anyway. Same people's gamer tags and crap. Well, okay, let's get on to the part where we start talking about how people would make Halo 3 if they could design the game. And there are some, dude, I'm talking 9 pages of stuff. There's some really interesting stuff on here. So, I may not be able to get through all of it, but we'll do the best we can. So let's get started. Starting off with one from Skinman, who says, many MMO games have a flag you can turn on so that others can see that you are LFG, which means looking for group. And I think this would be a good addition for Halo 3 on Xbox Live. Instead of sending messages and waiting for people who might or might not join your group, you can just flip on your LFG tag and wait to be invited, or look for others with their flag and invite them to a group. And this would make grouping with other players a lot easier. That's true, huh?
I
Yeah.
agree with that, but that would be cool just because a lot of people don't see you like it's said as often. But recently, since we've joined the Mega Clans, I've gotten into games just to go to the bathroom. And I run upstairs, come back 5 minutes later, 16 people in there.
That's kind of creepy.
Whoa.
Hi everybody.
How you doing? Like, hi, I love Podtacular. Hi.
How's it going there, friend?
It's the worst when you get out of a game and you see your best friend like who just started is 1 minute into a matchmaking game. You're like, crap.
I want to stab someone when that happens. And you just gotta sit there and wait for 10 minutes or so.
Oh, man.
Twiddle your thumbs or make a glitch game.
Yeah.
And hope they join you when you're done, you know?
Let's start another one.
Then they see you playing a custom game. They're like, I don't want to play a custom game, and they start playing another matchmaking.
No! Come back.
Craziness.
So, Eric3M3 says they should make a human sword that somehow actually goes farther than the Covenant. Huh.
How would they make a human sword?
I don't know,
Excalibur.
like a Braveheart sword or something like that?
I remember an old. Well, you're chopping at metal armor.
That's what I want to know.
With
What are you going to do,
overshield.
you know? Maybe have
You're cudgeling him in the head.
maybe have one of those Final Fantasy swords where you have a handgun built into the handle and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those swords are sweet. Those swords are
They're
8 feet long.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
They're
you go.
bigger than the guy.
They're 2 foot
wielding
wide.
Like a pinky.
I know. The guy's the size of an 8-year-old, and he's holding this gigantic sword that's 6 foot long.
I will kill you with my large sword. It's made out of styrofoam, so I can carry it.
We're like,
But it's
I will kill you
very
with my
sharp.
long sword.
Unless it's I saw this on a Batman episode one time. Not that I watch Bat. There was this sword that was the blade was a molecule thick, and you could chop through anything. This weird girl that was blue was holding it, but I think you could give him a samurai sword that could chop. But then you have a overshield, so I don't know how that would work.
I don't know.
But definitely the idea of the combat knife. I remember
Yeah, that'd be
they
cool.
were I think JVB or someone or RVB said it's like chopping at a tank with a knife. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe if it's, I don't know, they could pull something creative off with something like that. But
Yeah.
it's got to be walking the line between creative and far out, you know?
Yeah,
It's
like-
catch.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheesy.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Actually, I wouldn't mind
Excalibur.
cheesy right now.
You got the... Jeez.
A lightsaber.
The Force is strong with you, Master Chief.
By the way, George Lucas is still tied up in my basement, and I'm waiting for another Star Wars movie.
Wow. I
Aren't we
wonder
all?
why we haven't seen any press releases. Okay. Well, on to one from Teen Zebra who says, if by some magic happening Bungie called me and asked for help on Halo 3, here's what I would put in and or change. Number one, better AI. Don't get me wrong, Halo and Halo 2's AI were good, but in his perspective they could have been better. Take a Marine, for example. If you put him up against an Elite, and the Elite would move, but the Marine wouldn't. So, make it so your guys stand a chance. Yeah, true, and I'm sure that's kind of a given. I would think that they would go on to improve the AI from the previous iterations.
Yeah. Like they did in Ghost Recon.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That they've definitely improved the AI. Still freaking stupid, but they improved it.
Well, in Legendary, the Marines are taking 10 shots in the head with a sniper rifle. They're like, and you're just like, and you like walk out and the like sniper shoots you in like the hand, and you're like, you die.
Those sound effects, man.
He's like, dude, are you alright? He's like, He's like, I'm dead.
I'm dead. I'm not dead yet. Think I'll go for a walk.
Good movie.
Yeah. So he says also, don't make the whole game about online play. Make it so people who don't have online can get the experience from the game without live. And I think he's talking about bots. Everybody's favorite feature that they want to have in Halo 3.
Well, that's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever played a lot of sports games, but ESPN 2K4 actually had, no, it was 2K5. You could play through, like, use a profile, and then go into a play now game, and it would actually use your own playing style against you.
Oh yeah,
That was really weird, though.
They have with the racing games too, like Forza, I think. One of those.
Uh-huh.
One of those games. That's pretty sweet, but
That was kind of scary playing myself.
yeah.
That'd be a little weird on a combat game, though. Anyway, Death Dealer 009, he says his Halo 3 wish list, and I'm just going to run down a couple of these.
Well, that's like a freaking
Holy
Christmas
moly.
list.
Yeah, we have 21 items
You
here.
wrote a novel here.
Yeah, this is the Death Dealer 009 show. So back to your Halo 3 show, and after these messages. Well, I'll just read off a few of these then. But the thing is that the reason I left this whole thing in is because they're all good. But I'm just gonna have to skip through some of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
so
makes me want to cry.
you only read 18 out of my 21 items. I'm so mad at you.
Oh my god.
So the first one is a Covenant shotgun that shoots out bursts of plasma.
That'd be sweet.
Interesting. Yeah.
It'd be hard, but sweet.
Yeah. Maybe there's some kind of variation they could put on it other than the normal shotgun.
Would the host still get like super Covenant shotgun advantage? The host.
Maybe
I think
what
that's
if
one thing they should exclude?
what if they shot out like the shotguns shot out like mini stickies? So you got covered with like all these little pellets that stuck to you and then exploded. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
Also, he said a camo that turns you completely invisible for a very short time. Kind of a good variation on the normal camo, I guess.
Yeah, because the normal camo, if you've played Halo long enough, you'll know when someone's running around with camo on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you've been playing Halo for long enough, you know that like a rock is out of place, and you know that there's like someone behind there.
Yeah.
That's how you. Yeah.
True that.
One thing that I thought would be cool if you have the camo on and you're running around, like I think they should turn radar off for you. So you're
Yeah.
like a juggernaut kind of. You know, no one knows where you are.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
So like
yeah.
you can sneak up on people and just assassinate them, and they wouldn't even know you were coming. You wouldn't have to sneak.
Yeah. And like maybe like another item, like you know how there's overshield and invisibility.
Yeah.
There could be, you know how Juggernaut sometimes has like super speed.
Mhm.
Or like maybe there's a stimulant that you could pick up that would like give you super speed for a short.
Injections.
Pick up some Red Bull on the way.
Don't even get me started in Red Bull.
How would he drink it though? He has to like, he's like snap.
He's like, donk, ow!
Nah!
I hit
You
my
should be able to
visor.
get soda from those soda machines.
Oh, I know, huh? Yeah. Maybe like puts it on the top of his helmet. It's like, and it just like goes into his. He's like walking around with a Coke can sticking out the top of his head.
Chuck Norris decided to sell his urine. We know that as Red Bull.
Ah, that was your Red Bull thing. Okay. Little late, but that's all right. We'll still give you a couple points for that one.
Touchdown.
Anyway, couple more of these here. The ability to turn on vehicles in indoor levels just for fun. I agree with that. It's weird how you can turn them on and they don't show up anyway. Yeah. Of
Well,
course.
some of them like it doesn't make sense with some of those levels to turn on.
Midship with a
vehicles.
wraith.
Hey.
I was gonna say it'd still be kind of fun anyway, just for the heck of it. But
To be
I know it doesn't
driving
make
it.
sense, but just have like a wraith that's like stuck on the ground and can't move. It's just like a stationary turret, pretty much.
You could have like a ghost on midship, and that wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
Like a banshee. Get a banshee on midship.
There you go. That'd be madness though, but yeah, whatever.
It's like, dude, I just jacked your banshee. It's like, yeah. You have to,
Yeah,
like,
and then you
jump
flew it like
upwards.
3 feet away, and then they'll just turn around and stick you. So, let's see, a turret that shoots a straight beam of energy, like a sentinel beam. Sounds kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
As long as it's the same strength, so it's like you have to stay like held onto it for quite a while for it to do any good. Let's see. He's talking about a couple different kinds of grenades, like a gas grenade and also a C4 canister or something like that.
Mine type thing.
Yeah, just different
Yeah.
kinds of grenades would be cool.
Concussion
that's worth
grenade
it.
would be sweet.
Yeah.
I guess the gas
That's what
grenade
I
kind
like.
of doesn't necessarily make sense because if you're shielded from both, the atmosphere and even if you're in zero G and space, then you can still breathe. Then you could probably breathe through a gas grenade.
Well, I think he's maybe talking about like smoke grenades.
Oh yeah, that would
Yeah.
make sense.
Kind of like Call of Duty, the sweet effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know.
Well, if you know how to use the frag grenade like on an outdoor level properly, you can kind of make that kind of a gas grenade. If you like hop it up on a little piece of dirt and it like explodes the dirt and you can run through.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so he also mentioned a warthog that has a laser target to lock onto air-type vehicles. I think that's probably goes along with the rocket launcher warthog that they have in Halo PC. That would be
Playing
pretty
that last
cool.
night.
Yeah.
That's addicting.
Cool. Okay, this is a crazy one, right? A mole-type vehicle that can travel underground.
That'd be sweet.
Sounds kind of dorky, honestly, but he gets mega points for creativity. I don't think anyone has thought up a mole-type vehicle.
It's original.
Yeah.
I can just see like it just going down on the ground and like some Master Chief, like a Machinima movie. He's just looking around, just comes up, gets him right in between the legs, and he flies up, 1,000 feet in the air.
It's
He
like
just like goes.
you get a drill
goes
metal
straight-
and it looks like a big drill. Be awesome.
Drilled.
Drill-tacular.
It's like you don't stop. There are no parameters on the level for the ground. He just goes straight down. He comes up. He's like in a Chinese hut. Ung dong dao. It's like
I'm looking for the Covenant.
it's like ung dong.
Or you go right through to other levels and all that. Be crazy.
Oh, let's just insult some more minorities
Yeah.
while we're at it.
I'm
Yeah.
not insulting minorities. I'm just, that's my understanding of the language.
Nice try.
I did try. It was a.
It was A for effort. A for effort. Okay, so he also mentioned, let's see, a labyrinth level with an invisible crazed elite running around with an energy sword trying to kill people.
What?
So like an AI juggernaut kind of that's an elite.
That'd kind of scare me.
Yeah.
That would be cool though.
My
It'd be-
manhood might just be dropped off that day.
because it's a labyrinth. Because it's what? Because back from that random statement about his manhood. Yeah, so like, what's cool about that is it's a labyrinth level, Because like he could just like pop around a corner and all of a sudden you're like, whoa. Ouch, my manhood.
I think a labyrinth level, like, in principle, is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you remember, I forget what the name is. It's the one with the little movement bell strips that like moves you across that one level in Halo 2. You get the conveyor belt.
Oh, in elongation?
Elongation.
Okay.
The form, like, in Halo 1, it was kind of like a labyrinth because like the hallways were so small.
All the
And it was-
that
you
little the little transporter one.
Yeah,
All
that.
the little transport gates.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
more
that
of
was-
like a labyrinth because that one was But the thing
You
is
never
that
knew where you were gonna-
yeah, it was just such a it was such a mess with all the transporters. It was just confusing, and I don't think it turned out to be particularly fun because basically you can just hide behind one of the transporters and you know play your
that's
match
not
that way.
fun.
While everyone else is running around like, where the hell am I? And there's a guy here.
But you got to put that together with the everyone's coming in with like you should be able to have like 32 people in the game. Everyone's porting around. It's like what's going on?
No, I mean nuts. There's just one guy's on assassination patrol, just hiding behind a transporter, and just like another guy pops out and don't kill Tacular. Oh man.
Can you imagine 32 people on midship?
Oh.
I can't.
You also-
I can barely stand 16. Could you imagine the lag, dude?
Oh man.
They need to figure out how to fix that somehow because like I played whenever my friend's house and left my 360 at home and we were playing G-Roffer's original Xbox, and I think it's upwards to 32 people you can have in your party and it doesn't lag at all. Like
Yeah.
there's no lag, no anything on it.
Wow.
Right.
Well, let's move on to a few more here. We got one from Torn Red, who says, "Here's some cool new ideas that could add a whole new perspective on Halo 2 gameplay and make it more interesting." He's talking about like instead of spawning at your base, you're hot dropped by a pelican. You get extra weapons and stuff like that, but then they balance it out so that the people that are dropped get extra weapons, and then it makes it to where basically he's talking about being able to fly in with a pelican, control where you land, and then land at some point and kind of be hot dropped, so to speak, so that you can land with with better weapons, but then you're kind of more vulnerable when you land, things like that. What do you guys think about that one?
Yeah. That idea's come up before, I think.
Yeah.
With the hot drop.
Yeah, I guess that goes in with the troop transport idea and being able to do that with be able to bring in more people at once while still keeping it balanced, which I'm sure is the hard part, is keeping it balanced to be able to have a gigantic vehicle that has a lot of armor or a lot of weapons or both and still have all those people that can rush in at once. It's kind of hard to balance that out, with the other team. But, I don't know, Torn Red has a bunch of ideas. We won't read them all because it's kind of long. But,
Again,
Just a little bit.
yeah, like an entire page and a half. But, yeah.
wondering where the 9 pages of show notes came from.
Yeah, there's 1.5 of them. But he also mentioned, let's see here, the Covey carbine, if it could charge up like a plasma pistol and shoot something like a stun gun. And in response, the battle rifle could be given like a low-powered frag grenade launcher or a flashbang. It's kind of cool.
That'd be kinda
Well, do you
cool,
think
actually.
that the battle rifle is going to be in Halo 3? Because I remember the
Assault.
I guess yeah, the assault rifle was replaced with the SMG.
Yeah, yeah.
Then the battle rifle just came out of
Nowhere.
yeah. All right, well,
Pretty much. I mean, it seemed like a variation on the assault rifle, but more towards mid-range and everything. But I whatever Bungie does, they know what they're doing as far as
Yeah.
the creative
Their
part.
weapons.
I wouldn't mind if they
Yeah.
replace all the weapons as long as they can make it work within the story and within the
Yeah.
whole world
Cool
system they got
weapons.
going on. But
that
they'll
goes with
they'll make
everything,
things that
like-
balance out. They'll make different kinds of weapons, a lot of stuff, so it all works out. So
yeah. I mean, for every weapon, there's like it's equal and opposite weapon. Like the sword has the shotgun, and
Yeah.
the sniper has the battle rifle.
Mhm.
Yada yada yada. And they did a great job with that. That goes with everything. Like, we can make like all the suggestions we want and stuff, and we want certain things, but
Not
just
gonna
remember
happen.
that these are the guys that like made the games that
Yeah.
were so awesome. So I think we should just like confide in them and just see what they can turn out.
we confide in you, Bungie.
Oh yeah, we love
We
you.
love you.
I said it first.
But we have some
thinking at first.
suggestions. But we do have some suggestions that that may or may not help. So, discuss, talk
Call
amongst
me.
yourselves. Yeah.
They should put all these suggestions on one game and then make Halo 3. And they're like, look, your game sucks. Halo 3 rules.
You know what I could, it's like, hey Bungie, call me.
Did you just give out your
Oh
phone?
crap!
You did not just give that out.
Dude, I once gave my phone number away on a local radio show in Philadelphia, WIP, and I got non-stop calls for the next 3 weeks. People like added me to their phone books, and I was like, "Hello." They're like, "Yo, Will." I'll be like, "Who are you?" They'd be like, "This is
Turtle Tom.
Timmerman." Like, what do you want? They're like, "I just want to talk, man." Okay.
It's like, oh well.
I just wanted
I'll
to
meet
talk.
the
What did
Podtacular community through my phone.
what did he have to say, man? I just want to talk.
He'd be like, "Yo, I liked what you," because this is like a sports, like I'm a big sports guy, big
Yeah.
sports fanatic, and this is like a sports radio station. He was like, "So what do you think about the Eagles?" And I'm like, "Are you seriously calling?" Dude, don't be talking bad about my Eagles, man.
Just like call you up and like,
On my Steelers.
oh
The
man,
Steelers, they didn't even win.
it'd be so funny.
The
Dude, you get a
refs
call
won
like
it.
1 a.m. and you're like, what the hell? And you like wake up, you're like, hello, hey, Will,
What did this say?
this is
What do the
George.
Sixers need to do to win?
Some guy.
What do you think about
calls
the
me, like,
Eagles?
2 in the morning. He's like, "Hey, Will. Yeah, this is Frank.
I heard you on the
What are you
radio,
wearing?
man. You're great.
What are you wearing?"
Yeah, dude. Some of them would be like, not even like sports related. Dude, I got troubles with my girlfriend, man.
Oh man.
So if you ever want like a major in like psychology, just give your number out on a radio station and see what comes to you.
Oh
We'll
man.
see if you want to be a psychologist now, because yeah.
Oh man. We better move on before
Let's go.
this becomes the sports talk phone number show. Okay. Well, Darkstar says he thinks it'd be cool if in Halo 3 there was a game type where you can make a specialized profile, like in Rainbow Six Lockdown. And he thinks it would rock if there's a match-made game just for those games. Like you'd have slots for snipers and close combat people and sword whores and anything else they wanted to create. And this way, you could start every game with your preferred weapon set, etc.
That'd be amazing and make me smile.
Yeah?
That'd be pretty cool.
Kind of a neat idea, I guess.
I agree.
You can make your own like custom profiles where, like your own player classes and stuff.
Yeah.
But then again, it's kind of we were talking before is that that's kind of what Halo 2 does now is that people gravitate towards the weapons they're best at. They rush for them in the beginning and they become their own instant on the fly profiles.
I usually
What?
don't run and get my weapons in the beginning because like everyone's going for my weapons. I just get mediocre weapons, or like I just go for BR and grenades, and then I'll just eventually find my weapon. That's usually what I do.
You usually just like hide and like let the bad feelings simmer down, and then you hop out of the woodwork with your SMG.
Ah! Kill you with my Q-tip. Well,
Shove it in his ear, like beat down.
clean ears, sucker.
You have clean ear.
You have clean ears.
Got the
You get a
earwax
It's
metal.
like an ear.
Earwax metal. So we got one from I Will Eat You 13 who says in Halo 3 I'd like to see number 1 every time you get like 5 kills you maybe get a skull and crossbones appear in your helmet. I guess he's talking about kind of like a football thing where you get all the stickers and all that stuff. I don't know.
Like that, I mean, like if you get like 5 kills in a row, you should be able to see like who has a killing spree and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this guy has like a red skull on his helmet. It's like he has a killing spree, so he probably has like a rocket launcher or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you get like Cortana pop out of nowhere and put a sticker in your helmet.
It's like, hello. It's like, bitch, I can't stick him. It's like,
Bitch, I could
Or you
stick
have
a
like the little guy that flies around in backwash.
Oh yeah, he drops by and puts a sticker in. Hey, good job.
well done, my man.
In his creepy little British accent.
I know.
British people scare me on Xbox Live.
Oh,
I've
man.
never met a nice British person.
Are you
on
serious?
Xbox Live.
Me
I've
either.
never once.
Dude.
So, when they, the guy comes in, like we're playing like Rumble training or something. He's like, "You guys all suck," and I'm like, "What? You need to go back to Hogwarts?" He's like, "I don't go to Hogwarts." If you ever want to insult an English guy on Xbox Live, tell him he goes to Hogwarts.
Oh, really?
Or talk about his queen.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's not a smart idea. I once said something about a British guy's queen. I was in the post-game lobby for 45 minutes.
Okay.
Long story.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh. Wow. Scary. Well, there are nice British people out there. I know that much. But, wow.
Alright, I'll
Like
take
they're
your word
drug dealing princes.
Gosh.
the prince
So
wants-
check off
did you-
British people of who we're going to offend on the list of people we want to offend in the show.
Yeah, we got
Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese and British. We got a long list, so if you guys can hang in there.
We've got Germans next. Guggenheim.
That German's check. Gosh. We're equal opportunity
doing?
offenders, at least.
Podtacular loves minorities. Even though we are a majority,
What?
we love minorities. We would
Dude,
Bumo's
you're digging a
blood.
hole, man.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I might as well just stop talking.
Yeah, quit while you're ahead, buddy. Okay, let's get on to some more Halo 3 stuff, shall we? Moving on to, he was saying if you decapitate someone with a sword, you can pick up the head and use it as a melee weapon.
What?
That'd be sweet. It's like
Yeah.
No, he didn't
teabagging,
even
go
say
one step
melee.
farther.
He didn't even say a melee weapon. He said melee weopan.
Yeah. Nice.
What's a Weopan?
What the hell? Where did that come from, dude? Oh, man. You get, like, hit in the head with somebody else's head, and it's like, headbutt. He's also...
Headshot.
Moving on.
Headshot.
Boom, headshot. Moving on to Ed Matswa, who says, I have several things I'd like to see in Halo 2. Number 1, reappearances of all Halo, Halo PC, and Halo 2 maps and weapons and characters and storylines and everything
And
else.
why don't we just relabel the boxes to be Halo 3?
Halo Collector's Edition with all 3 editions in one.
Halo 3 Reloaded.
Halo Hyper Fighting. Halo 3 Championship Edition. Alpha, Max, Super, Mega. Okay, on to another one. He says, options to leave out some weapons when selecting random weapons. It'd be nice to be able to do random weapons, like random human weapons or random rifles or other types of weapons besides just random weapons. It's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
On to A Oompa Loompa, also known as XXXITCXXX, also known as Saminator's brother.
You know what? Stay out of my closet and quit watching me.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sing me little songs to make me eat chocolate.
Someone's been watching too much Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, man.
Someone's been not sleeping for the past 3 days.
Well, he says the cool thing for Halo 3, if the Halo 3 CD looked like an oddball or like a Spartan's face, a plasma pistol or something like that, and then you could buy which one you like, that'd be kind of cool. Like a collector's edition
That's a good
variation.
Mhm.
You're like, maybe. It's alright. That's definitely, points for creativity there.
Why don't you just put it in a battle rifle? Put the game in a battle rifle and
Like a battle rifle.
Wouldn't spin very well in your CD player there.
You know,
Like,
you
wah,
can
wah,
make,
wah, wah, wah.
you can make the case Master Chief's face or something.
There you go.
yeah.
On to one from Cowbell who says, I think for Halo 3 you should, when dual wielding, be able to shoot 2 different directions at the same time. I've seen this done in the game Bounty Hunter, which is a Star Wars game, and this would be an advantage when attacking 2 guys because usually people will spend their time killing one guy while the other guy kills you, and this would eliminate this. So that's pretty cool. Another idea said for Halo 3 would be a guidable rocket. Wouldn't they already have made this technology by now? This would be nice because you could guide the rockets around hills and cliffs. Yeah.
Metal
Which
Gear
begs the
Solid
question.
1.
Which begs the question. See, the Covenant are so far away that our modern seeing eyes haven't located their location as to 2006. So if they're that good at transporting and traveling and stuff, why do they spend all their time using little mini plasma weapons when they can just use a super mega laser because they're super advanced?
Like the Mac gun?
Yeah.
No.
It-
Like a
it
handheld
is
Mac
a
gun?
Mac gun.
Strap one on your back.
Automatic death machine.
Suicide bombers. La 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 boom.
Hey, check that one off too. Yeah, who's keeping track here?
This is a terrible episode.
Oh man.
It'll probably be the best. It'll probably be the best downloaded one, though.
It's gonna be like funny, but then like everybody hates us by the end of the episode, so nobody's gonna want to hear it.
No, but seriously, we're not like
We
trying
love everybody.
Yeah, we're not trying to do anything.
We like
We're
the
just
rainbow.
messing around. We're trying to salvage what respect we have left. It's like none.
Okay.
On to one from Chemo23, who says, "Hey guys, one thing I wish to be in Halo 3 is, let's see. Okay, I'm trying to translate this on the fly here. He's saying when it's sudden death and the clock stops at 5 seconds until no one is contesting it. He's saying they should get rid of that. He's lost many games where they have the bomb and there was no one in the enemy's base, but they basically run out of time before they plant it." Okay, I don't know.
Before the update, didn't they like have sudden death be when someone's around the bomb as well?
Yeah. There was issues with sudden death before the update, and then
Because I remember I was playing an assault game on Zanzibar, and the guy just super jumped. This is before I even.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He went to the top, and we were literally in the game for 2 hours waiting, like trying to find this guy. And all his friends had quit, and he was the only one left in the game, and he was just crouching up there. And my friends and I refused to leave, and finally he just quit, and we saw the bomb drop from the top of the thing, and just like bounced into the ground, and we were like, oh.
That's right, they got rid of sudden death and assault.
Super bouncing.
What about super bouncing?
I kind of like it.
Well, go for it, just don't do it in matchmaking games. That's the way,
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Because it's just...
They put it in there. They put it in there.
No, they didn't put it in there.
They were like,
It was
here.
Yeah.
You gotta crouch here, and then you move up here, and then you bounce sporadically to the top of the left.
Let's definitely put a gap in the polygons right here, so they can get around.
So he just shakes a little bit, like he shakes like he's cold. You want to get that effect? He's like,
You guys ever? There was a.
What?
The guy.
Shakes when he's... What the hell?
You know how when you're like trying to super jump, he's always like he like shakes a little, like your vision shakes a little.
No, man. I must have missed that part. But it's funny listening to you talking about it, though. Oh.
Next time you're on, just check out the shake. That's all I'm saying.
I'll look for the shake. I'll definitely keep a shake eye out. Okay, let's move on to the next one, shall we? On one from Vote for JR, who says, "I think that they should have instant replay in Halo 3, just like they do in sports games. It would be so uber elite to be watching replays of matches while you're waiting in matchmaking. But you couldn't watch them during the matchmade game, only in the pre-game waiting and customs. For example, like some guy gets 30 kills, and you would like watch him work, so you could select his name and you can place whatever camera angle on him you want, and that would eliminate the phrase, 'Did you just see that stick kill or mod or whatever?' So you could just, follow people that way. Also, if someone pwns you in a one-on-one BR battle, and you could watch their technique. This would be really cool. You could also save replays on your Xbox and then upload them to a thumb drive and then put them on your iPod and then transfer them across the internet and then do whatever the hell you want to do with them.
That's a little bit too quote-unquote elite for me.
Yeah, it's uber elite.
Well, hey, what you watching? Oh, I'm just trying to get a technique from a guy I lost to over online. I'm noting his style.
Yeah, take notes. Put it on your DVR.
I think that'd be kind of cool, though. Really. I mean, if you could like download it to your PSP and just like watch your clan matches or whatever, that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I'm not gonna download every single thing I do, but I mean, if you have a good game where you score 30 plus kills, that'd be really neat to have it on there.
It would be cool to at least have it in temporary storage kind of thing where you could check it out afterwards.
Sweet.
Okay, on to one from LX Scope XL, also known as TSI Scope. So in Halo 2, unless you read the description, you don't really know much about the multiplayer maps. It'd be cool if the maps had to do like with the campaign and made it really feel like you're playing more towards the campaign. He also made a poll on the site about being able to make maps in Halo 3 and was asking what we think about that. What do you guys think? Would that mess with matchmaking? How would that integrate with matchmaking? This could go on and on, but
They should make a game type It's just called custom maps or something, where you can either host it or quick search for one, kind of like how they do in the PC version. Not creating maps, but going to them, and then I think that'd be kind of cool. You can host your own and just let people join, kind of like they do in Far Cry with the Xbox.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they could just do the same system where with custom games, except you could maybe post your own custom maps to a central repository, or maybe be able to just send people on your friends list custom maps that you've made or things like that. Would be cool.
Oh yeah.
Well, that one
I'd
could
like
go.
to see just like
Go ahead.
I'd just like to see a straight flat ground that's like 2 miles long and like no like just like a big field, and like put on snipers on the map and see who can dominate.
You spawn, you have to walk like for 5 or 6 minutes, and then you get sniped from someone you couldn't see, and then you have to spawn way back there again. You're like, crap.
I wouldn't mind to have a prone thing too.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sniping. That'd be kind of cool, because like I don't snipe a whole lot. But whenever it's like not being used, I'll take it, and I would like to be able to just crawl around prone and just bam, shoot Saminator right in the head.
That would be
Not
cool.
to mention name, of course.
Now that Saminator's not here to defend himself. On over to one from Corbo Man. Corbo Man? Something like that?
Corbo man.
Corbo Man. Corbo Man. He says...
Corbo man.
He says, by what he's heard in forums and such, he's posted on various sites, he thinks most people would want there to be an online co-op if they have Xbox Live. But not everyone has Xbox Live, and he thinks it'd be cool if Halo added some stuff for those without Live too. And here's a few suggestions. Number one, bot play, of course. Where you can play as either the Covenant or human team and set up different scenarios for battles. Like elites try to capture a human building and humans try to fend them off for an allotted time. That's kind of cool, and that's where he gets creative with this, is that he has specific scenarios. And that it's kind of like Brothers in Arms in a way, where you have, instead of just having capture the flag or assault, you actually have specific objectives you're trying to complete within, beyond that. Sounds kind of cool.
Sweet.
Let's see, also saying maybe new ways to play other than campaign or multiplayer, like some crazy mini game or something. Mini game, yeah, like
Mini game.
Halo 2 Tic-Tac-Toe or...
Pac-Man with...
Feeding.
Nice, Galaga, Halo 2. Okay, Terminator Llama says, I think it would be cool in Halo 3 if you could hit people with a little dagger with the left trigger when you're out of grenades. And this would take... I guess you don't like that one. Yeah, we already talked about that. A little dagger.
A little dagger.
Maybe a butter knife.
A butter knife. I think your visor could use some scratching up.
Oh, scratch your visor, fool. Put a big Z across their chest.
Well, like for like a movie or something would be like a Master Chief like flinging maybe for the movie that's coming out. If like I don't know, just as a weird thing, if the Covenant somehow gets like a hold of these suits, the Spartan suits.
Mm-hmm.
Like Master Chief just pulls out a knife and throws it right into the visor, through the visor into the guy's head.
Yeah.
Sweet animation.
That would be
They
cool.
got to be doing something cool with those cutscenes too, like for Halo 3. Those have got to be pretty sick nasty.
Oh, no doubt, yeah. I'm sure that'll be
Sick
good.
nasty.
Okay, let's see here. Moving on to one from Terminator Llama, who says, I think it would be cool in Halo 3. Actually, that wasn't one of Terminator Llama. Okay, moving on to the next one from Terminator Llama. Okay, basically he's saying about that taking like 2 whacks to kill him or something like that. And also being able to run by tapping A twice and then hold it. That would make your guy run. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Plus, he's saying it'd be kind of cool if there was like a partner swap where you could give a weapon or ammo to a teammate by walking up to a teammate and pressing X and the white button at the same time or something like that. And then you could choose the weapon and or ammo that you want to give. But he can see problems with that, of course, so it should be limited. And his last thought is for D-rankers. If they commit suicide more than once in an amount of time, like 45 seconds, the other players get the options to boot that player. If he does it again, he's automatically booted. Definitely.
There's a yesterday I just remembered this. There was a kid playing. He was like one of these 8-year-old like loud, like rambunctious, boisterous type of D-ranker.
Yeah.
He was committing suicide, and we were playing on Terminal, Bullet Train, and we were like, "Yo, dude, we're not trying to support this or anything, but if you get hit by the bullet train, you lose 2 points. And he's like, dude, you think I don't know that, stupid? And he spent the rest of the game getting killed by the Guardians, and we won the game, and he was like, oh my god, what happened? This game is broken!
You don't know that, stupid? Gosh! Because you're
I know,
idiots!
Dad. I'm not stupid.
I'm just big boned.
Alright.
You didn't let me D-rank.
Well, man, I'm just imagining this D-ranker getting smacked back and forth by the freaking train. That's great. Okay, well, why don't you finish us off with that one from Crimson Sorcerer there?
Okay, I personally requested this Crimson Sorcerer 92 because of his creativity, not with necessarily with the suggestion so much, but with the end of the message. Here it is. In Halo 3, I would like to see a Bones clip at the end starring a Sec Ops grunt and a deranged mutant flood chipmunk. The chipmunk would be unarmed, and the grunt would be unarmed as well. The chipmunk would then proceed to charge the grunt while beating the living crap out of the grunt. The grunt would try to fight back, only to get his butt kicked by the chipmunk. The chipmunk would then eat him. Mwahahahahahahaha. Mwah.
Chipmunk eats the grunt. Take that, grunt.
What is this kid thinking?
This kid must be like emo-tacular or something.
The grunt would try to fight back.
I think he meant then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but it's still funny.
I can imagine this kid like sitting at his computer with like a chipmunk in his hand. He's like, "Yes, it would be you, Fluffy. You would eat the grunt."
My precious.
He's like wearing all black, and he has like posters of like Marilyn Manson. He's like, "I love chipmunks."
He's like crying and his mascara's dripping down his face. He mods the game and instead of saying Killtacular, Emo-tacular, Emo-Manjaro, Emo freaking believable.
Chiptacular free.
I love chipmunks.
Yeah,
Well-
so Crimson Sorcerer 92, who, if he's born in 92, he's 6 plus 8, he's 14 years old.
6 plus 8. Well, oh, sorry.
Dude, I can't catch
Carry the
line.
2, let's see. Square root of the denominator, and
But he's actually born in like 1892. He's like 100 and some odd years old. Yes, the chipmunk is flying.
well, speaking of chipmunks, let's get on to other games that Halo fans play.
Yeehaw.
Speaking of chipmunks, what?
It's nothing to do with chipmunks, but you know, that's my lame
Let's
attempt
do
at a
it.
segue.
Hey, man, hey.
Okay, starting off with the hey. Starting off with one from Chase. He says, "When I don't play Halo, I play Star Wars Battlefront 2, Call of Duty, and Worms 3D. Yes, Worms 3D. I would have more up-to-date games, but they are too dang expensive. Games are expensive now, though.
Yeah, kind of, but I don't know if you guys ever listened. Well, never mind. But I actually, on the day 360 came out, I purchased the whole launch set.
Oh,
Wow, man, you're rich.
I don't even have a 360 yet.
I have 3.
I
Now you're gonna want to kill me.
3. What do you like? Have a money tree in your backyard or something?
Yep. Pretty much.
Wow, dude, can you give me some seeds? Like when you know. I'll talk to you after the show. Alright, so Debt Dealer 009, he says, if I were on a deserted island but I could only have one game besides Halo, that would be Killzone. This game is extremely fun. The story mode is okay, but the multiplayer, oh my god, you've got a good amount of bots and a selection of weapons. The levels are fantastic, he says. Has anybody played this? Killzone?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Is it, oh my god?
It's not bad, actually. I'd prefer other games to it. Like, I'd rather play Far Cry than Killzone. But Killzone's more futuristic, kind of post-apocalyptic, kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not a bad game.
Good stuff. Okay, TJ Pancake says, if I had to play any game other than Halo, it'd have to be Mario Kart for the N64. He says it's kind of embarrassing to admit, but his friends and he had spent a ridiculous amount of time playing that game in numerous all-nighters. It never gets old or boring. Wow. Retro gaming.
If you even go even farther back, they had a Mario Kart for Super Nintendo.
Oh my gosh, dude. So many hours in that game.
Do you not... Like, I can't even... I played more hours on that than I do Halo 2.
Wow. That's so fun, though. I mean, that's one of those ones, man. It's just nail-biting all the time, though. You know? It's so good to play multiplayer, too.
Luigi's coming around the dark side, but Bowser comes up behind him and rams him, and Mario's trying to get over Peach, and Peach is trying to get over Toad, and Toad's trying to get over Yoshi, and Yoshi's, oh my god, I won! Yes!
It's like, you listen to yourself, and you sound like a total idiot, but, it's like in the game, it's like so nerve-wracking. I don't know.
But isn't that the same with like any game you're playing? If someone doesn't like understand what you're doing,
for the most part, except where you get to like our next game that TJ Pancake talks about for Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and
I have that.
I'm sure. Yeah, you have everything, dude. Shut up. You got a freaking gold-plated toilet, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I got 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
diamonds.
I'm sitting on one right now. It's my computer chair. Don't even have to move.
Nice.
Give me a minute.
I'm eating one right now because I need it for energy.
What? Eating a toilet.
So
Okay.
he's just like he made his house out of 360s.
Yeah, really. So
all on for heating.
anyway, he says Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion is the must-have game. In case you guys don't have it out there, which I'm sure a lot of you actually probably do. Anyway, he says it is the best game out there for the 360. It's greatly improved from Morrowind. He's already planned to fake sick this week. So in case any employer knows their gamer tag of their employee, whose name is TJ Pancake, he's faking sick this week so he can stay home and play it all day instead of go to school. Or actually, it's not employer since he's going to school. Of course, I didn't read that part until the end, so it screwed up my joke.
You're fired.
Oh, well.
I'm taking over the show. Goodbye.
Alright, see you guys later. That'll be my last show.
No spell check. We missed.
Alright, well, let's do 1 or 2 more and let's wrap this puppy up here.
No way!
Alright, got one from Dialpex who says, hey guys, even though I always go back to Halo 2 for being the best game ever, I'm still a faithful buyer of the FIFA and NFS series. FIFA being the soccer thing, NFS being Need for Speed. He says, I love soccer games and also racing games where you can modify your car. I have Forza Motorsports, and that's an awesome game there, but Need for Speed Most Wanted is by far the best racing game he's ever played. It's so much fun to hook up your car and then race from the cops and race again. It's just hands down awesome. And as far as the FIFA goes, he doesn't have a 360 yet, but the new FIFA Race to the World Cup is awesome. He's played the demo at a friend's house, and it's just great. The 360 makes a difference when it comes to graphics and details. But then again, there's a lot of games out there that are just as fun and available for regular Xbox. I don't know. You guys get into soccer?
I'm not. I'm mainly football, but
Yeah.
Let's not do another hour-long discussion because of me. You remember that, the last show, because of my little 3-point triple kill? Oh, that was the whole show talking about sports.
Oh, well.
dude, I couldn't believe you guys were talking about like you guys didn't know like football and stuff.
I don't.
trying to have
It's
the
just.
answers about this stuff.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't really. Can't
At
get
least
into
you know
football.
the rules.
I know. Yeah.
Didn't even know the rules.
Flag on the play. Yeah.
Pathetic.
Flag on the play. And then
He's emo anyway.
in the recording, you can hear him in the back, like hear the like recall of that on someone else's mic. It's like flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Oh man.
When's
Yeah.
he coming back, man?
I don't know,
downloaded
dude.
his podcast, and he has 2 episodes.
3.
3.
I
must head straight to iTunes to download.
Well, no,
RV.
it's a different feed I'm running.
Oh,
it
is
now.
that his? Is that his? Oh, it's a different feed.
Yeah, because Painkiller kind of just left him high and dry. So
It's because he's a modder.
yeah,
Anyway, more of that
Might
after
have
the show.
yeah.
And on to one last one. Let's do one from, let's see, Lord Hobo. He says one of his favorite games recently is Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, or GRA. And now this is an Xbox 360 version he's talking about. Obviously the graphics are great, the interface is also very good looking, and easy to use single player is good along with multiplayer. Overall, he said he'd give it a 9.5 because nothing's perfect except for Oblivion, but he hasn't played that, so he can't really talk about it. Anyway, we got a bunch of other suggestions here for games that Halo 2 players play. If you guys didn't get it read, maybe you could send it in again. And
Yeah, send it in again,
because I don't like check off which ones I read as we play, and that would be, so.
Yeah.
But we got some good tips in there as well on that, so we'll get to that some other time. But that brings us about to the end of our show. So wrapping things up, you guys can tune in next week for the tips show, where we cover tips on helping you level up and stay there, map strategies for our map of the month, and we break that down by game type, so to help you guys get better understanding of the different types and everything. And a random tip of the week coming up next week.
Send your tips, strategies, and custom games, web sources, news, Halo 3 wishlist, Tales from the Foxhole, and MP3 segments to podtacular@gmail.com. We actually ask for different stuff every week. You can check it out and send it in to new podtacular.com.
You want me to read this one?
Sure. Nice transition, dude.
I'm going to read this one.
The clearer your submitted tips are, the less they will be changed. Don't use internet slang, aka hacks words. What else do we have on this? Weopan.
Uberly.
Painkiller language.
Yeah. Modern language. Like, okay, my script. Okay, like no capitalization.
You're fired, man.
Weird acronyms. And please don't send stuff we already covered if you can't help it.
There you go.
And
You made it. All right, congratulations. You can also call our listener voicemail line at 206-888-HALO.
Big thanks to Ciclonic, our new audio editor and host of Halo Lounge podcast at freewebs.com/Halo Lounge.
Hyphen, it's a slash.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
read.
it's a slash. Shout
Close
out
enough.
to C6H1206, Uno, Field Dominator, HVCX, Never, smells, Jibby McGoo, those are two different people, Salmonator, Rusty of the Anti-Haloists, and you can check more about him at freewebs.com/ or
Yeah.
colon or whatever you call it. The Anti-Haloists. 9 JVB, 10 my personal love, G. Lewis, and number 11 Painkiller.
Yeah. So shout out to you guys. Well, that's it, guys. That's another episode of Podtacular. Tune in next week for the next show. And until then, I'm Fumo Jive.
I'm TollBoothWilley.
I'm LoneBananaFone.
See you guys on the flip side. Keep fragging trucks.
Keep bragging them. We love minorities.
Gosh. Man, you should have stopped. Alright, see you guys.
See ya.
There's only one thing left to say. Dun, 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 dun.